Hello, and welcome to another episode of Fragments of Fragments. This is an impromptu episode. I haven't planned anything or wrote anything down. I'm just chilling in the car, pondering. No, I've finished work and I'm sitting in the car and I've had these thoughts all morning, so I thought rather than lose them, let me just do this off the cuff and see how it goes. And that's what I'm going to do. So it's regarding negativity and how negativity can impact our lives, can have a huge impact from day to day. And it come about because of the weather. I'm sitting in my car, like you can see, and you might be able to hear the rain and cars going past. And so many people would term this day, the rain, the darkness, the overcast greyness. They would say it's miserable. Oh, isn't the weather miserable? Isn't it a miserable day? And you can see this, people saying that. If you say that, or when someone says it to you, oh, isn't it a miserable day? Yeah, see it as they're chucking a glass of water on you, yeah? Isn't it miserable? Have some of that negativity. And then if it's just once, this is just a little glass, hit your shoulder and it's a bit wet and it's like, oi, you just got my shoulder all wet with your negativity. And then you choose after that what you do with it. You just dry it off, say, blimey, that wasn't very nice, and carry on. Or you can say, you think about it for the next hour. That dick, why did he do that? And you hold on to it. The person that threw some water on you. This is a choice. You can just mop it up and say, blimey, that was unnecessary, carry on. Or you can concentrate on it for an hour, 5 hours, one whole day. People can hold on to it all day, their negativity. And so, further than that, if someone's even more negative, let's say you have a colleague who's negative and you can't move away from them. You have to work with this person. They're always negative, bringing you down, and you can't escape. So you can see this, they're throwing buckets of water on you. When they have an outburst, it's like, imagine, big bucket, ice bucket challenge. Whoosh! And then you're negative. You're drenched. Why did you do that? You've drenched me in your negativity and now I'm all wet. And I'm at work and I can't go and get dry because I'm at work, I can't just leave. And so this is what happens in life if you want to see an analogy, negativity and water in the sense of the rain or the glass or the bucket. And then this is what happens. If you see it like that, you should see clearly that it's when someone's being negative to you and you're trying to stay upbeat, you're trying to be happy, not be affected by the external conditions, then you can feel it. You feel it. If you've been doing it for a long time, it's palpable, Blimey, that guy's a bit negative. I ain't going to go near him because he's negative. I don't want that in my life. But over there's my friend. What's happening? He's a good guy. He's trying to be good. He likes, he likes things that have got some substance. So, yeah, let me go see that guy. He's bringing me up. And so that's if you're trying to be good, if you're trying to be happy, and the negative people, that's what they do. They're throwing water on you. See it like that. And then once they've thrown it, whether it's a little glass or a big bucket, you got to choose. What do? You just go home and get changed and accept that you got all your clothes wet. You get changed and you say, man, that wasn't nice. and you put your clothes on, you get back to it. Yeah, if it's a glass of water, it should be easier because you don't even have to get undressed. You just dry it, and then it will dry in an hour or so if you're in front of the radiator, even quicker. So you should be able to just say, you should be able to shrug that one off. But if someone throws a bucket, yeah, you got to make an effort to just say, all right, it's okay. And when the thoughts keep coming back in, it's okay, you know. He's dealing with his business. He might be having a bad day. All right, I'll just take that he's had a bad day, you know. He's whatever, argument with the wife or the kids misbehaving, and okay, that's all right. I'll just carry on. But the other side of this is, like, that's negativity coming from outside in the form of water. But many people, the negativity comes from inside. So they wake up, it's a fresh morning, but the first thoughts are like, you know, oh, it's raining. Isn't it miserable? It's going to be a miserable day today because it's raining. Oh, now I'm miserable. The day's miserable. It's going to be miserable today. No chance of anything else. Misery. You know? They've habitualized themselves to react to the weather. Isn't it miserable? Oh, that sets the mood for the day. Miserable. Now they're telling everyone it's miserable. Isn't it miserable? Isn't it miserable? You know? Throwing water on everyone. Isn't it miserable, mate? Yeah. You know? And then if they have a real outburst, they're chucking buckets and they've got limitless water. The water won't run out if you're negative because it's limitless. It's not ever going to dry up unless you choose that you're going to dry it up. But then it's still going to come from outside. People still going to throw water on you. So if you wake up and you think that it's miserable day and the day is miserable all day for you, you can see this because it's an internal negativity. The way I thought about this was that if you go camping, yeah, and it's raining like this, and you decide that you're going to walk 10 miles, you're going to hike somewhere else and then camp there. So imagine that now. You wake up, right, breakfast, ready to go hike 10 miles through the shrub, through the forest, or wherever you are, mountain. And so, yeah, all right, you know, pack up the tent and go. And then you walk your 10 miles, but it's raining, it's wet, it's cold. And so, I mean, even I could argue, and I'd say, maybe that would be a miserable way to spend the day, walking 4 hours, 10 miles in the rain. Yeah, if you have to do that, you better have your rain jacket on and be immune to the negativity, because that situation could really really grate you, get you down, especially days at a time. But if the negativity is coming from inside you, then that's your day. You wake up, it's miserable. Now the rain starts, and then in it miserable, you go outside. It's still raining, obviously. You got to go to work, and now it's physically raining. In your bedroom, it was just metaphorical rain. It's just inside, and it's raining, it's miserable. And then you go outside, then you got the physical rain as well, and then on and on and on. And like I say, I'm just talking now. I haven't planned anything, but it's more flowing now than the first episode. So I'm just going to just carry on and conclude, I suppose, because I've spoken about negativity. It's water. It's coming from outside, people throwing water on you, or it's coming from inside and you wake up and it's miserable, and then that inner state of misery, you've chosen it and you decide, I'm going to hold on to that all day, and you're like the hiker in the forest getting rained on all day. So what's the alternative? You might be thinking, if that's what I do, if I wake up and it's a miserable day and now I'm miserable, if that's me, then what can I do? So The opposite, when you're wet, to get dry, you need the heat. So heat from a radiator, if you stand in front of a radiator, or a fire is good as well, or the sun. So you need heat to dispel the wet. To get dry, you need the heat, and that will remove the wet. And I think it's the same in life, or how I understand it. I mean, there's all these different methods. You could choose any one, religion, or spiritual disciplines, gratitude, affirmation, meditation, metta practices where you send out love into the universe, and all these things. You choose whatever one you want, but ultimately, by doing those things, it's like fire or sun or the radiator. It's the warmth. So you try it. When you wake up and you say, oh, ain't it miserable? Just watch yourself, catch it and say, it's not miserable. It's going to be what it is. It's raining. Put your jacket on. You got to go do your business. But it's not going to be miserable for me because I won't let it be miserable. And so a very simple, speaking of the metta practice, a very simple thing to do, yeah, in that case, when you wake up and you catch the thought, once you look out the window, or any time in the day when the negative comes in, it's like in the morning anyway, you wake up and rather than think, isn't it a miserable day, think about your parent, if you still have both your parents, or if not, one of your loved ones or good friends, think about them and that they're going to have to experience the weather and everyone throwing water on them and whatever life, whatever else it throws, it's not just people, life does it sometimes. And just take a thought for them and think, I hope they do all right in their day, and they can keep warm. Again, it's the water and fire, sun, warmth. Yeah, I hope they can keep warm today. There you go. It just came. I hope I keep warm. Yeah, by finding some fire or a radiator or finding some sun, however you're going to find it. Where are you going to find the sun today? You. And I'm going to leave it there. Where are you going to find the sun? Where are you going to find some warmth? So then find it. Whatever it is for you. I'm not even going to give some examples. Where are you going to get warmth today? How are you going to stay warm? All right? Comment. What are you going to do to be warm? And then we can all see what everyone's doing to be warm and say, I never thought of that. I'll give that a go. Yeah, that warms me up. That one don't. I like to do this, but get warm. See ya.